It's already so much hatred that's pointed my way in this rap shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, bro. These rappers know exactly who the fuck I am. They know exactly what I do to them on the track. That's why they don't post my music. That's why they don't share it, because they know I'll fuck their ass up if I get on the song with them. And then they don't want to give me their fan base. They don't want to make it, you know what I'm saying, possible for me. But it's cool, bro. This rap shit. I'm finna go to Detroit. I'm finna network with they rappers because they fuck with me. And I'm finna take off the only way I know how, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stay positive. Promote some positivity. Maybe that shit changes, you know? That's the only thing I can do.
The body of an area rap artist is found dead and suspicion surrounds his death. 23 News reporter Ashley Antonini has the latest details on the death of William Pickering.
EBE Bandz was a rap artist originally born in Texas. He then moved to and grew up in Chicago, Illinois. Bandz was also known as GMEBE Bandz, as well as Billy the Kid 079. It was the 2016 single Demons and following mixtape Best of Both Worlds that propelled him into the eyes and ears of rap fans nationwide.
On the cut chillin'.
Hey, man.
Chillin' in the Beamer.
Motherfucker, get up with me anytime, G. All these comments and shit, man.
You hear?
Out here, G. Right now.
You hear?
Slide. Hey, I love Instagram. I love reading all these comments, man. The truth is, I don't f with shorty. So that's what it is, period. Anybody want to get up with me?
Blood?
Get up with me, period.
We over here with Lil Reese
right now.
From there, Bandz would continue to release material for his growing fan base and maintain his spot as one of Chicago's many young artists to watch. Unfortunately, after the rapper had been reported missing for 3 weeks, the 23-year-old's remains were found by the Rockford, Illinois Police Department on May 25, 2019.
We're here today to talk about murder charges.
Investigators found the body of William Pickering, also known as rapper EBE Bandz or Billy the Kid, on Thursday. The artist disappeared earlier this month.
Police made several attempts to locate Mr. Pickering with no success. However, his vehicle was located near his residence in the 500 block of Fisher Avenue.
The investigation led officers to 5200 Indian Head Avenue.
Information was obtained that led officers to an undisclosed location in unincorporated Winnebago County, where the remains of William Pickering were located.
And to the arrest of 2 men.
I want to emphasize that these charges at this point are allegations.
22-year-old William Arzadi.
Count 1 is first-degree murder, count 2 is first-degree murder, and count 3 is concealment of a homicidal death.
And 22-year-old Manuel Ramirez.
Charging the offense of concealment of a homicidal death.
Authorities also went to arrest Dakota Graff on an unrelated warrant. Days before Pickering's disappearance, police were called to the Valencia apartments. Someone on scene claimed Pickering pointed a gun at another resident. Investigators will not say if Pickering's death and this incident are related. In Rockford, Ashley Antonini, 23 News.
A 4th person has been arrested and charged in the murder of Rockford rapper EBE Bandz in 2019. In June of 2019, authorities found the body of 23-year-old William Pickering, whose rap name was EBE Bandz, in unincorporated Winnebago County. Later in June of 2019, 2 men, William Arzate and Manuel Ramirez, were charged. Arzate was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and concealment of a homicidal death. Ramirez was charged with concealment of a homicidal death.
He's been missing for nearly 3 weeks. Tonight we learned the body of 23-year-old William Pickering was found.
Rockford's chief of police gave us an update on the case. Cameron Jacobs was there, and Cameron, police say there's been more than 1 arrest.
That's right, Eric and Mimi. Right now, 2 men are in custody and at least 1 other is still wanted. Rockford Police Chief Dan O'Shea broke down how they found the victim.
During the course of the investigation, information was obtained that led officers to an undisclosed location in unincorporated Winnebago County, where the remains of William Pickering were located.
23-year-old William Pickering was reported in Rockford missing June 1st. Pickering was also known as Billy the Kid, a rapper out of Chicago. His manager had been posting missing signs across social media for the past few weeks. Rockford Police Chief Dan O'Shea says officers went to his house on Fisher Avenue near downtown, but Pickering never answered. His car was found nearby.
The investigation led detectives to the 5200 block of Indian Head Avenue, where a crime scene was located.
Nearly 3 weeks later, officers gathered enough information to find Pickering's body, but the chief would not say where. 2 men are in custody: Manuel Ramirez for concealing a homicidal death, and the state's attorney's office charged William Arzate with the murder.
A 3-count complaint has been authorized against William Arzate. Charges are as follows. Count 1 is first-degree murder, count 2 is first-degree murder, and count 3 is concealment of a homicidal death.
The department is also looking for others connected to the death, including 20-year-old Dakota Graff. This is the 9th homicide Rockford police investigated this year. 7 now have been solved. Chief O'Shea says they will use all of its manpower to solve violent crimes like this.
Whatever it takes, however many it takes, whatever agencies it takes, we throw everything and anyone we can to solve violent crimes.
Please ask if you know anything about the location of Dakota Graff or have any information about this crime. You call Rockford Police or Crime Stoppers.
In August of 2019, charges were filed against 21-year-old Dakota Graff for his role in the murder. Graff was charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, residential burglary, and concealment of a homicidal death. Now, the Rockford Police Department says a 4th person has been charged in the death. Colton Kinneker, 22, was arrested in Mesa, Arizona in February of 2021 on first-degree murder charges.
A Rockford man is sentenced to more than 3 decades in prison for killing a Chicago rapper. 24-year-old Colton Kinneker faced life in prison for the murder. Earlier this week, a judge sentenced him to 32 years. Back in 2019, William Pickering's remains were found in rural Winnebago County. Pickering, also known as Billy the Kid, was beaten to death. Kinneker hit him in the head with a baseball bat several times, along with William Arzate and Dakota Graff. Then the group dumped his body in a field. Graff was sentenced to 35 years in prison. Arzate was also found guilty of first-degree murder and was sentenced to natural life, but he never showed up for trial and is still on the loose.
Good morning, good afternoon. Winnebago County State's Attorney's Office announcing at this point that a 3-count complaint has been authorized against William Arzate. Charges are as follows. Count 1 is first-degree murder, count 2 is first-degree murder, and count 3 is concealment of a homicidal death. Charge against Manuel Ramirez is a 1-count complaint charging the offense of concealment of a homicidal death. As the chief has indicated, it's an ongoing investigation, so we will not be giving any details of the investigation at this time. I want to emphasize that these charges at this point are allegations, and these individuals are presumed to be innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law. And we really want to emphasize at this point that if you have any information about this case, please contact local law enforcement and provide that information to them. Thank you.
With that, obviously the questions we can't answer very much is ongoing.
Can you tell us where the remains were located?
At this point, no. It's in unincorporated Winnebago County, but that's most we're going to reveal at this point.
And Mr. Graff, Dakota Graff, he's wanted on unrelated charges?
He's wanted on outstanding warrants from other counties on unrelated matters.
Okay.
How many? You said you're looking for other suspects as well as Mr. Graff. Do you have any idea of a number of how many individuals?
I can't go into that, and we're looking for other persons of interest.
When were Mr. Pickering's remains found?
Yesterday.
Okay. How did you get citizen information? Was citizen information helpful in this investigation?
I can't really go into what guys were at.
Okay. Talk about the investigation, Chief O'Shea, and the number of officers involved in solving this crime.
I couldn't give you the number of officers. Obviously, the detectives and the officers, whatever it takes, however many it takes, whatever agencies it takes, we throw everything and anyone we can to solve violent crimes.
How old was the victim?
Mr. Pickering, I'm not sure of his age. Do you remember? I don't remember off the top. We'll get it for you.
Okay. Did he happen to know these individuals? Do you feel like they all knew each other?
I can't really go into that right now.
Okay. And again, just one person charged with the murder at this point, and Mr. Ramirez is charged with concealing a homicide.
So was the concealment, was the body dumped?
The body was located in unincorporated Winnebago County.
When the remains were found, any idea how long he had been dead?
Can't go into that. With that, I appreciate you coming, and if you could put out the message and we're looking for Mr. Graff right now, we would greatly appreciate it. All right, thank you.
According to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office, Kinnicker is still in their custody. He will return to Illinois in the future to face charges. Arzete was found guilty of beating Pickering, a rapper known as EBE Bandz and Billy the Kid, in the head with a baseball bat, moving his body to a wooded area and then setting it on fire on May 25, 2019. Pickering's vehicle was later discovered near his home, and an investigation eventually led detectives to his remains. Arzete was arrested in June 2019, but he posted a $100,000 bond after his relatives pulled their money from his release. He's wanted on an outstanding no bond bench warrant for failure to appear and a previous warrant for harassing of a witness.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like the shit that I'm talking about, bro. Even my own homies, even my own people who claim for me, bro, they don't like to see this shit, bro. They'll be like, bro, you want some goofy shit, bro? You want some learning shit, bro? Cause I be trying to do me, bro. I'm trying to do my own thing, bro. I'm trying to promote what I feel is positive, what I feel is genuine. And I really, at this point, I'm grown as f***, so like I used to care and motherfuckers thought about that shit. That's why I used to act out so badly and do the shit that I do and get so wild in the streets, because I wanted motherfuckers to know, like, yeah, I'm with that shit too, bro. And y'all ain't with the shit that I'm with. I just had to switch it. I had to switch it to a positive standpoint, because before it was, oh yeah, you're not ready to go slide and do a drill. You're not ready to do that and this and that like I am. But now I'm finna change it. Like, y'all ain't ready to promote God like I am. Y'all ain't ready to help try to change these people's lives like I am. So you know what I'm saying? It's just all about changing the channel, bro, changing the route.
Now, here's just a little backstory or rumors that have been surrounding this whole scenario. The main storyline that's been brought up time after time about EBE Bandz' death has been that he ran off on the plug. He was supposedly fronted a half pound of heroin, then ran off on the plug, but the plug had connections to the Mexican cartel.
Yeah, y'all. R.I.P. EBE Bandz. That's f***ed up. What, some Mexicans, motherfuckers? Some Mexicans kill him? Some white motherfuckers kill him? They wild. They said he probably ran off on the wrong plug in front of. R.I.P. for them though. R.I.P. Stoney. Hey, not cause he dead. Don't start all capping on this. Cause I remember he was alive. He was complaining about y'all want to show him no love.
Police said in a statement that Graff and Arzete were planning the murder as far back as at least April of 2019. Now, this is where it gets confusing. If you were fronted a half pound of heroin and ran off on the plug, and the fact that they were planning to kill you at least 2 months prior to when they really did, makes me wonder about the heroin fronted angle altogether. If you got fronted a half pound of H and decide to stiff the supplier, wouldn't you move out of your apartment at the very least, if not the entire area? If they were planning on killing him at least 2 months in advance to when they actually did it, then that means he was fronted the H in February or March of 2019. Bandz was going live from Detroit a few times prior to his death, so he could have went up north to move to work and then got robbed or messed up the count. Alright gang, and there you have it. This has been the death of EBE Bandz. Rest up, get in the comments, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, and don't go nowhere, man. Just go ahead and click on that next video that pop up. Gang!